Hey, it's Jim Ebert with Cancer Can Rock. Today we have Edward Miskie doing his song, Walk of Shame. I hope you like it. Hey, Edward!
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Great, yeah.
We made the song.
We did.
It's rocking.
It's rocking, yeah.
It sounds, I think it sounds great, but...
Thank you. No, I love it. It's very different than what I thought it would end up sounding like, and I'm very happy with it, yeah.
Oh, good. What type of cancer were you dancing with?
It was... The broader diagnosis was non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. It was a subsect of that was called rare enlarged B-cell Burkitt's-like non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Great.
Which is, the longer the diagnosis, the more rare and complicated it is. So that was 10 months of my life.
Mine was called diffuse pontine brainstem glioma. Right?
Sounds complicated.
Yeah, I'm like... What the hell was that?
Yeah, can't even spell it.
No, I know, absolutely not. And I would go to like support meetings and stuff like that, and they'd be like, "I've never. What the hell is that?" You know what I mean? Anyway, you're from New York or
live there?
Live there.
From Pennsylvania, moved to New York right after high school.
Okay. What's this song about?
Being young and unsupervised and messy. In New York. I wrote it when I was like 19, 20 years old and kind of got filed away and lost. And looking back at it, it's just like, that was the time where I'd be out until the sun came up.
Right.
And as thankfully short of a period of time as that was, it obviously had some kind of like, you should write about this tragic chapter of your life.
I have a song I'm trying to finish called "Oh No, Here Come the Birds Again," which is from being up till 5 a.m. and the birds will come in and you're trying to sleep. Anyway, crazy stuff. But what's your musical background?
I grew up in a musical household.
Okay.
My dad had been in rock bands and has been a songwriter since he was 13, and my mom played piano and organ at church.
Okay.
And so that's what I grew up around. And then I had an aunt that introduced us to Broadway and my dad's massive record collection that took up the entire wall. And I would just sift through that and pick out a record. I learned how to use the record player at a very young age, and I would just put on like Elvis or Gentle Giants or,
Nice.
Yeah, it was a really interesting music education for a kid.
Well, you do Broadway stuff.
Yeah. That was kind of the pivot I took, because I wanted to pursue pop music, rock, pop, whatever, and that's why I moved to New York, and the music scene in New York was not what I liked.
Okay.
There were elements of it that I was like, I'm good. This is not for my personality type.
Right.
And because theater was also a very prominent through line in my life, I gravitated towards that. And
where else in this country? You got the hub right
exactly.
there. Right?
Well, the funny part of it is that you move to New York to audition for theaters that are in the middle of nowhere, and then you go live there for 3 months and come back and do it all again.
Yeah. Well, I learned living in LA just the different sects of the country, where music was, how was the best way to put it, just more focused. Mm-hmm. So New York, when I was living in California, New York was more hip hop. I don't know, probably still is. Nashville's gotten more rock. LA was a lot of rock and hip hop, but there was a lot of rock there. Mm-hmm. So how did you find Cancer Can Rock?
I found you through a guy that was in my little sister's class in high school, who is a Berklee College of Music graduate.
Okay, cool.
I had posted something about, I found all this old music from when I was trying to be a rock star or whatever, and posted about it on Instagram and Facebook, and he messaged me and was like, you should message this guy. He has this not-for-profit organization, and I wasn't even sure that this was going to be the result of this. Like, I didn't know what to expect, because I also run a podcast where I interview cancer survivors, and I thought that was kind of the road it was going to go down, but this is by far better.
Okay. We have people have showed up and very lackadaisically, they might be an hour later. I thought you were in your basement. I thought we were going to do this in your basement, you know, on your computer. I'm like, no, we got like video guys.
No,
we
it's
got
legit.
players,
Yeah.
we got, you know, you should have been on time. Anyway, I want to thank you for
We'll
coming
never
in.
understand that.
Yeah. I want to thank you for coming in. I think the track sounds great. Your voice
Thank you.
sounds great. And that was a pleasure because didn't have to tell you much. You know what I mean?
That's great to hear from you.
Take a few words.
Thank you.
Anyway, thank you again for coming in. I'd shake your hand, but it's COVID era.
Yeah, elbow.
Elbow. There you go.